I said that already before. I was actually bringing the camera on. How we doing out there? First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with the gunmetal crystal edge technology screens. Something too, I want to talk about that gunmetal technology too. I can't wait to be launching that pretty soon. Um, and also too with our new FLE VT technology coming out soon also too. Just been really busy. I had some time to go around and play in the snow, which, for those who don't know, I really enjoy playing the snow. I love the snow. I really do. Some of my family members don't like it. Some of my friends don't like it, but I really do enjoy snow. It doesn't bother me. Even the ice doesn't even bother me that much anyway. But anyway, yeah, you have to remember things in life about Satan and how he carries himself. If Satan is angry at you, that means God is blessing you. Satan's not going to be, he's not going to be, what's the word for it? He's not going to be upset with you if things are going wrong, if things are going badly, and things aren't working out and this, that, and way and the other, and you're just everything's just going downhill. And the devil don't really care about that because the devil's happy. When things are not going well for you, then the devil's happy. But when things are working out and everything is fantastic and God's been blessing your hands over and over and over again, the devil is extremely angry. So we received more hate mail today. I think this was yesterday. Yesterday, when we were out walking around in the snow, enjoying, having fun, and thank you for those who are coming in, actually supporting those videos. I really appreciate it. And showing off our picture shows of our products outside and inside and so forth. The devil gets very upset about that because again, he knows that we're showing off God's wonderful blessings, and he wants us to fail. That's what he wants. He wants my company to fail. He wants us to be destroyed, all that other good stuff, already bad good stuff, bad stuff. That's what he wants. But I'm here to give you a message, Satan, at the end of the day. We don't care who you use at the end of the day to try to commit your acts. Nothing is going to happen of it. A company's going to still survive. It's still going to do exactly what it's designed to do. You can send all this all you want. All this stuff just goes over to FBI. That's where it goes at. That's where every last stitch of email goes. It goes directly to the FBI. All this is going to the portal. We got an extra 20 in and 9 yesterday. So all this just goes over to the portal. You'll get a chance to see all this when we go to court. I have no idea why they're still over there complaining. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff on me right now. They've got to be really complaining because I haven't paid them any mind. We don't pay any mind because we have come to the realization of finding out that, I should have came just a long time ago that you guys aren't really, you're not business people. You're not. I should never be engaging you to begin with, just in court only, because your products don't work. They just don't. We've seen it. As a matter of fact, we're going farther than that. Only we're suing you guys. We're challenging your very companies in court that your companies don't do exactly what they claim they're supposed to do. And you have committed fraud. That's what you're being sued on. That's the other lawsuit involving their companies. Because one claimed that his products produced a black level better than black paint. He claims his products didn't match house paint. Yeah, it's going to be a little hard to get around since basically we have concrete evidence showing you in videos matching house paint. You can make up all the fake websites about me all you want. Again, this is only going to get you in trouble in court. You're going to have to back up everything you said about me. I, on the other hand, I can back up everything on the blacklist. Every single thing on the blacklist. Now look. See how they're chiming in right now? Look, I told you. You hear it? There's the devil coming in already. Upset and angry. So yeah, we can back up everything. Everything that we have on the blacklist, we can back up. You can't take me to court. I've been waiting for your attorneys to contact me for the longest time, and I haven't heard anything at all, period. I haven't heard anything. My attorneys haven't heard anything. We haven't gotten any emails, nothing at all, period. You know why? Because you don't have anything. Because I didn't do anything wrong. You guys clearly came after me because you were jealous. That's what it came down to. You were jealous. You're upset because your products don't sell the way ours do. You don't get the recognition that we get at the end of the day for our products. That you don't get any of that. Because you know why? You chose to rip off your customers. You chose to cheat them and steal from them and rob from them. And you're upset and angry about that. So I'm still waiting for an attorney to contact me. I haven't heard anything yet. And we know that from the door because you don't have any evidence. Again, you're going to be challenged in court anyway. So you're going to go to court and you're going to be prosecuted on the simple fact that the things that you said, you're going to have to back them up, and you can't. You know that already. You're afraid. And this is a reaction of someone who is afraid. I told you, Satan is a time killer, and the devil will basically throw you down a dark hole. Hopefully, there's no way for you to survive. Gentlemen, you're going to jail. This is what you have to face. This is a reality. I know you're afraid and I know you're scared because this is the way you're reacting. You are terrified because the very evidence and lies that you spread against me were lies. And this is something you're going to have to back up in court. And if we haven't had an attorney contact us by now, we already know from the door. I'm just entertaining it. We really don't have to reach out to you at all, period. You're scared to death. And it's going to happen, gentlemen. It's going to happen. You're going to lose everything that you worked for. It's all going to be gone. And you're going to lose your freedom. You're going to jail. Mr. Derek, you are now in our account another additional 50 times. Now, when we go before the judge, because you have attacked our company for no reason whatsoever, again, I'm going to request from the judge that you get a minimum of 30 years. These are considered terroristic threats that you're sending over to our company. We don't read through any of this whatsoever, so you know this. I don't waste the time to open any of this up or read any of this whatsoever. It's sent over to the FBI, to their division. They open it up. They read through all that. So you have an officer who's reading through all your messages. And all this is going to be documented and brought before a judge, where when we bring you to court, you're going to face all this. And then that judge is going to sit there and think what they're going to do with you. And we already know what's going to happen. That's a cybercrime right there. One of those emails is punishable up to about 5 to 10 years in jail. And you send over 50, 60 of them. So let me explain something to you, gentlemen, what's going to happen. You put your trust in Jamie. Yes, what you did. And Jamie lied on everything. And now the big problem you have, and what terrifies you the most, is you trusted in a person at the end of the day that is known for throwing people under buses. And I guarantee you, if Jamie is even given a plea deal to tell exactly who was mostly involved in what you guys got yourself involved in, I guarantee you he's going to throw every single one of you under the bus. That's what's going to happen. And you look at his practices, look at the way he carries himself. This is a man who went on camera, matched the house paint 3 different occasions, even at one point walked out of a Home Depot, continued to lie to his customers, continued to rip them off, and then continued to sell these products even after getting busted multiple times, matching house paint, as if it never even happened. So the same devils and demons that you guys surround yourself around are the same ones going to be throwing you guys under the bus left and right. And they're terrified. That's what it is. It comes down. This is a person who's terrified. That's it. That's what it comes down to. Now, these were sent now. You can see it was sent now. All this is being documented on camera because I want to show this to a judge when we get to court. And these fellows are, like I said, they got themselves into a lot of trouble they can't get themselves out of. And they're very angry and very upset because I guess I won't play their games anymore. I don't have time to play. Gentlemen, I work, all right? I run a company. I went in and entertained the thought of buying this house paint from Danny Rogers, which he could not produce. We've done this already before. It's nothing new. I don't know what in the world Silent Week 5 was talking about, some King's Challenge. Gentlemen, you have done this already. That's the problem. You don't remember things. We've done this already. We've had cancel orders on you. I don't know why you would even start a challenge based on the foundation of canceled orders. And you're talking about Danny, of all people. I mean, that person went in and basically removed an entire marketplace. I can back up everything I'm saying in court right now as I speak. Anything that I'm saying on this camera can be backed up in court. And you know this. So when we say at the end of the day that he pulled his marketplace down, we have video showing that he removed his marketplace to keep us from buying his products because his products don't work. Now, I don't know why you would even bother starting a challenge based on that foundation that neither one of them could basically produce a proper product. What was that all about? And then we go in and we entertain this nonsense to just have this person go in and to remove an entire state of Pennsylvania out of his marketplace. And mind you, I went and recorded that 3 times to make sure that I didn't make any mistakes on my behalf, and the state was missing. So what are you upset about me? You're angry at me for what? What are you angry about? You guys did this to yourselves. No one told you to go out and do the dumb things that you did. And right now, even on live stream, you're sitting there sending me messages of scammer, which keep in mind, Jamie gets blamed for all of this on top of that. It's kind of like it's like watching one of those super balls inside of one of those plastic containers, how it bounces back and forth on the walls. It's kind of what you guys are doing to yourselves. So what happens is the more stuff that we get to call scammer and trash at the end of the day, this basically reflects on Jamie's rumors. And then basically what Jamie's rumors and what he triggered and what he caused backfires on you guys. So you're kind of like, it's like watching three people with shovels digging a hole. You're all going in the same direction. You're not going to the left. You're not going right. You're all going down. That's what's going to happen. So gentlemen, look, I will see you in court. You want to continue to play Satan's game. And this guy who calls himself a minister, no, you are not a minister at all, period. At all, period. I would love to see some kind of credentials claiming that you're a minister. You shouldn't be calling yourself a minister if you're not a registered minister to begin with. And I don't think any minister is going to start off with, we have curse words of you carrying on and acting up, and you call yourself a minister. That's what you call a false sheep. That's what it is. You guys need help. You do. You definitely need help. You got problems. You got a lot of problems. But I thought I'd shine some light on this, so to speak. We got the new lights on here for the screen to be a little brighter. I thought we shine some light on this so you can see exactly some of the stuff that they send to me. But again, I'm trying to figure out, how is this supposed to disrupt my day? How is this hurting my business? At all. I don't get how that's supposed to work at all, period. I mean, I still push out orders. I still take care of business as always. So I don't see where this is going to be hurting me in any way whatsoever. And then this summer, I'll be out basically doing some demonstrations in different areas. So I don't know how in the world this is affecting me. It hasn't affected me then. It doesn't affect me now. All I know in the end that you guys can't seem to back your products up. That's what it comes down to. Are you mad and angry because you got caught not backing your products up? I don't know what it is. But it's not my problem today. It's more your problem. Gentlemen, look, here's the thing. If you got a problem with me and you feel that everything that I said out of my mouth was false, then you get an attorney. Bring me to court. Problem is you can. Because everything I said out of my mouth is legit and I can back it up. And this is what I'll be using as evidence against you in court. So, yeah, this is the reason why they're just, I mean, at the end of the day, people, no one's buying their stuff. That's why they're another thing they're upset and angry. No one's buying their stuff. Jamie, who's going to buy your stuff? Honestly, let's be real here. Let's be 100% real here. What customer in their right mind is going to buy your stuff? This is why we couldn't find any up-to-date videos or reviews on your products after your product match house paint. Your customers ain't that stupid. There's no way in the world I'm going to sit there and watch a product match house paint and sit there and watch a fellow talk about this yellowish color, which I am not seeing on camera, and then try to continue to sell that nonsense. You try to go in and sell the Metallica 2.0. That's clearly a black and white paint mixture. We saw the demonstration on that. It's right there. The personal mix, that also matched house paint. It matched bare silver screen. So by seeing that much concrete evidence, why would I even give you $60? Like I said, I wouldn't give you any money. There's no way in the world we give you any money at all. We bought enough of your stuff. It doesn't work. And as for Rogers, gee whiz Louise, I have no idea where to start at, man. And 3 different demonstrations, your product turned a different color. And then Jamie tried to go in and try to clean it up for you, and he painted the screen black, which we could clearly see. Again, the screen was gray because it didn't match in the demonstration. The handle at the bottom of the screen, it showed it. Even though we tried to squeeze the video in, give it kind of like a thin, narrow cut, you know what I mean? So you really couldn't see anything around it to compare it to. We saw it was right there. See, when you do the devil's work, everything that you do will never be hidden. Everything you do will be exposed for all to see. Whatever's in the dark comes out into light. No matter how hard you try, you will still be exposed to the light. So you wasted all that time sending in all those messages for what? What was the outcome? How's it helping you? How's it hurting me in the end of the day? Or how's this even working? So people, what you're seeing right here, all those messages, you have to see it as they allow Satan to talk to them. Because God isn't giving you, God's not telling you to do that. God doesn't know any evil. That's the devil's talk right there. Every time one of those messages come by, that's Satan whispering in, like, I think you should tell them this right here. This is really going to hurt them, blah, 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 blah. That's the devil talking to you. That's the message coming from Satan. That's what it is. When you get hate messages and stuff like that, that's the devil. That's them basically playing the devil's game. This is why your businesses are in the situation that they're in now. This is why they can't profit. This is why they won't make any money. This is why your businesses will crumble. This is why everything around you will deteriorate because you worship the devil. And for people saying, well, I'm not a devil worshiper. Well, the minute you start engaging in games like that, you're constantly listening to him all the time. Yeah, you are. You serve the devil. That's what you do. So where's the outcome coming for you in 2024? Some of you are facing 50, 60 years in jail, some very serious jail time. From what I can't tell you the outcome of what I know because it is pretty bad. It's extremely bad on how much jail time these guys are facing. It's pretty bad. But not only that, you're being sued in court for multiple lawsuits. And these are lawsuits that range anywhere from 12,000 up to about $1 million or so. You have some of y'all have federal crimes coming against you with the United States Postal Service for mail fraud, facing 20 years in jail. That's 20 years. So 2024 does not look good. And then judging by the amount of hate mail we have received, Jamie is never going to see the light of day. He's not. Jamie's not getting out. He's not going to get out. He's not. Jamie's looking at very serious jail time. We can sit there and say because of his shenanigans and the way he carried himself, we want to make sure that our company does not become a victim to these shenanigans again. And we're going to request from the courts the maximum amount of jail time that can be pushed out for all individuals. So you can be used as an example. So, you know, trolls like this don't think they can take advantage of other people and they can carry and do what they want to do. You know, the wonderful thing, a blessing about this is at the end of the day, I'm happy to have the Lord protect us and be on our side. I'll tell you what it is. Everything that you guys have tried to throw at us has failed. Everything. Every single thing. The fact that we were able to get our hands on Mr. Williams' letter, God allowed all things to land in our hands to prosecute you. All things. The only person that can lessen the destruction that's coming towards you is God. And judging by what I see right here, you would have none of him. Well, gentlemen, I'll tell you one thing. When you go through the system, and you'll learn something. You're going to learn how to respect others. Because again, like I said, a place like that in there, you carry this same kind of shenanigans we do out here and there, and I guarantee you will not last a day. Because unlike your keyboard and your phone that you like to hide behind, and theirs a little different, they'll come and get you. They know exactly what bunk you're in, and they'll walk in there and they'll come get you. Or they'll get you in the shower, they'll get you in the wreck, they'll get you in a line, they'll get you in somewhere. You won't be doing that nonsense there. You will learn how to be respectful when you're in there. And that's what you need at the end of the day. You've had too much freedom. That's the problem. Some people they don't respect their freedom. They really don't. They don't want it. These are people who really don't want freedom. I know you're probably in the room listening to me talking right now. And if you are, I'll explain something to you. You don't want your freedom. Don't worry about it. You know, God has a way of working all things out. Like I said, maybe out of this ordeal, you become men of Christ. Because I'm going to tell you something. You're going to have to choose one side or the other when you're in that situation. There's plenty of the devil running around in there. So you'll learn, such as I did when I had to go through the system myself. Oh, man, that's kind of sad. That is really sad. It really is. Look at that, 71 messages now. Well, that's actually added onto it. That is really sad. People, you got to feel sorry for these people at the end of the day. And you got to pray for them because they got problems. They do have problems. They have problems at the end of the day. I guess they're devil's angry. He's upset. He's angry. When you're seeing people act up like this towards you, rant and carry on, don't engage it. Don't go along with it. Don't go screaming, yeah, because that's what they expect me to do. They want me to send them back emails, cursing them out, and this and the other, and blah, 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 so they can use that against you. Don't do that. Don't engage in that. Put it in God's hand. Let God handle it. All they do is get more angry, to get more frustrated, because that's what the devil does. He gets mad. He gets upset. When he can't get a person to do what he wants them to do, he gets extremely angry over that. And the devil can't stand it. We're being blessed. He hates it. And he'll use whatever he got to use at the end of the day to try to get the job done, but it ain't going nowhere. Again, I can't explain something to you, gentlemen. Do you know who I serve? I serve my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's who I serve. You call yourself a minister and you're involved in this kind of shenanigans, and you're supposed to be a minister? Look at this. Guy calls himself a minister. You're just almost as worse as those preachers that rip people off and get on stage and talk about how much they love God, and they just rip people off. You're just as worse. You have a nerve to call yourself a minister? Man, you're no minister at all. You're a demon disguised as an angel. That's what you are. That's all you are. God can see through all your nonsense, and so can I. So, gentlemen, as always, I leave this in the Lord's hands. I don't get involved. I'm not going to engage. I do expose you and show you for what you are. And when I tell people at the end of the day, when you see somebody ranting and carrying on and getting upset with you, don't engage. Give it to God, because that's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to engage. He wants you to get angry. He wants you to get upset. He wants you to do something stupid that'll get yourself in trouble. That's what he wants. Give it to God. And what's going to happen is the devil's not going to win. He's going to fail, and he's going to get even more angrier the next time around. You know what you do? You give it to God every single time. Oh, man, a shame. Gentlemen, there will be a time, and I guarantee you, soon, that you will pray to the Lord and you will ask for him to guide you and help you in the situation that you're about to go through. As I told you before, all these things that this demon is telling you to do at the end of the day, and you keep on listening to him, you're going to turn around and he's going to be sitting there. You got a rope wrapped around your neck, and you're going to turn around. You're going to see the most evil thing you ever saw in your entire life, looking right back at you with a big old smile on his face, holding on to that rope, and he is going to try to strangle the life out of you. And you're going to pray. Oh, you're definitely going to pray. You're going to pray with all your heart. You're going to pray with all your soul. And you better pray that the Lord hears you and decides to come down and cut that rope. Because that's what happened to me. When I thought I was Mr. Big Bad, do what I want to do, run the streets, do this and do that together, do that all day. And the devil was whispering all kinds of stuff into my ears. And I was listening right along with it. And at the end of the day, nothing became of it. People that weren't saved, I was able to touch. And people that were saved, I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. I know that from experience myself, of being on that side of the tracks. Of people that weren't saved, I knew I could get to you. A person, they say he's a Christian man. Nah, I'm good. I don't want no part of that. I'm going a different direction. I don't need to go through that. I'm good. But I don't care. It's none of my business. The reason why I know about that, gentlemen, because like I said, I told you before, I was faced with a situation like that when I was out running the streets. I threatened a Christian's life to shoot him and turn around. I almost got shot myself. And I didn't think about when I sat there at the end of the day that, and I said at the end of the day a lot, I sat there and thought to myself about my life. No, I thought about what I said to this man at the end of the day about shooting him in the face. It's the only thing I could think of at all, period. So surviving that ordeal and going through that, and even still, I was out, still didn't learn my lesson yet. I was hard-headed, wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I was running the streets anyway. But I knew enough that when I went near a Christian, I wasn't touching him with a 10-foot pole. See, the devil knows this already. The devil knows he can't touch me at all. He can't touch me at all, period. But he'll try to get other people to try to do his work. And guess what? They can't touch me either. And that same guy who's telling you, the same demon at the end of the day is telling, oh, I swear, if you ever knew what he looked like, if you ever seen that person who's whispering in your ears, all those evil things, what he really looks like, man, I'm telling you, you die from a massive heart attack. You couldn't handle the fear of what he really actually looks like, what his demons look like. So as he's whispering in your ear, he doesn't come alone. You invite him and you invite his members into your household. You bring his members and himself into your household. That's why when I get upset about something and I hear him whispering, I call on the blood of Jesus. That's what I do, because I want him out. I want him out of my head. I want him out of my house. I want him out. But you guys, you constantly entertain him all the time. So when my time came and I got caught, and I was sitting there hanging off that rope, and I turned around and I seen that demon smile right back at me, ear to ear with a big old grin, just looking at me. I prayed and called out to the Lord, and the Lord heard me and cut that rope. And that's why I'm here now. And that's why I will never go back to that side of my life ever again. But you gentlemen are going to learn that when the time comes, and you have to go to court. These files have already been charges have already been filed. You're already in the system already. We all got to go to court over this. You will go in that courtroom, and the reality is going to hit you like a Mack truck. It's going to hit you, and this is real. This is actually really going to happen, and I'm gonna go to jail, and I'm going to lose everything in the process of this nonsense. And you're going to pray and ask the Lord to help you. And I know you're going to be praying because I can see it in your eyes. And unfortunately, gentlemen, I can't drop the charges. I will not drop charges because the fact that you will never learn. And I'm happy that the people who basically prosecuted me didn't drop their charges either. Because if they dropped their charges and let me go, guess what I would have been doing out there in the street doing dumb stuff all over again. Probably would have gotten killed by now out there carrying on. But since I went through the system and everything I had to go through, I needed God more than ever. And that's where my faith began with my Lord. And that's how I became a Christian. So I'm glad the whole thing did happen. But anyway, I'm not going to take too much of your time, people. I'm pretty sure you have things to do today. And I have things myself. And we're not going to entertain this any longer. And gentlemen, you need God. That's what you need. And you can take this and I don't know how the devil's going to twist this up for you. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you need to find God. I'll see you in court, and then we'll get all this sorted out, and then hopefully from there, when you're in the system, and I don't know, I can't even tell you the breakdown you're going to go through. It's going to be a breakdown. It's going to be a mental challenge. It's going to be a breakdown. I guess it comes from realizing that you can't go home again. That's what that breakdown comes down to. It's going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit. But I pray you get through it all. But you're going to have to go through it. All right. Well, with that being said, I got to finish some work around here, and I got a ton of paperwork to do because that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days. Nothing but paperwork. I took a walk out in the snow and had some fun. Oh man, I had fun out in the snow. I swear. That's why I like being in the snow. Only snow people come out in the snow. Other people don't come out. It's like, oh heck no, I ain't walking out there. We had a ball yesterday in the snow. And I hope you enjoyed the videos. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Yeah, I got to invest in a sled. I had no idea we got snow up here like that, but I got to invest in a sled. I mean, we had a couple of good snows, but man, we got some nice storms. I'm actually looking around for some really big hills to do some sledding on. That's what I'm looking for right now. Where all the local freaking hills. Hey, Allentown got a ton of hills, but I'm not doing the ones in the street. Unless they close the city down. Oh, if they close the city down, my God. If you see the hills they have in Allentown are freaking insane. There is one I'm looking at. If they ever close the city down through a snowstorm, I'm hitting that hill. I'm definitely hitting that hill. You ever seen National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, or whatever it was, and where he basically sprays down the piece of the hubcap or whatever it was with some kind of freaking space age, whatever it was, and he went flying down a hill. This hill is like that. Man, I can't. Oh, they close it down. That'd be pretty cool. Just for one day, it'd be pretty cool. Every snowboarder on the face of the planet would be out there. There's a lot of snowboarders in Allentown. They'll be all over the place. It'd be fun. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Be safe out there because it is quite crazy cold out there today. I have to go back and forth to a few places today, and it is crazy freezing outside. So be careful, bundle up, and keep warm. And like I said, remember, when you're upset and angry about something and you hear that thought processing through your head that fast, that quick, that's Satan himself having a conversation with you, pleading the blood of Jesus, and go about your business. Don't even bother entertaining it. You have to understand, some people do stuff like that because they want that revenge. And no, you don't want that revenge. You don't want it. Because again, the person who, if he continues to follow down that road with that demon, guess what's going to happen to him? Yeah, he's not going to be rewarded. No good things are coming to him at the end of the day. He's going to find himself in a situation where he's going to need God. That's what's going to happen. Think about when I was young and I was doing all the dumb stuff out there. And there were people, I guess, when I think about it, there are people out there that I made their lives miserable. I had to pay for it. I had to go through some misery myself, but I made their lives miserable. And they could have engaged. Imagine that if they engaged, how many people could have killed me on the spot right there in front of my house easily. But even through all that, God was protecting me. But I was still in the wrong, very much in the wrong. But I think about the deeper part of all that. When you think about it, you know, they could have engaged, but they probably thought to themselves, like I'm thinking now, you know what? Just let him be. Because, if he keeps going down that road, something's going to happen to him sooner or later because he's doing the devil's game. And I was doing the devil's game. And I kept going down that road. And it was almost getting me a 40 to 80-year prison sentence. Took some time off my life, too. It took 8 years and 9 months away from me. So, yeah, I played that game and I learned. And that's what happened, which is interesting because now it's the same thing I say to them at the end of the day. You keep playing that game. And sorry, the game's already been played. I got to put it that way. It's already been played already. Just going to have to get through what you're going to have to get through. But you continue to play the game when we told you not to. And now you're in the situation which you're going to be facing. All right. Well, it's just interesting to think about, when you've been on that side of the tracks. It really is. All right, people. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. And as for the people who engage in nonsense, let me explain something to you. And the one that you serve, this doesn't anger me. It doesn't make me upset. It doesn't trigger me. I guess that's what you wanted to do. It doesn't do any of that. I feel sorry for you. I do. I feel sorry for you because you've taken the same path I took when I was younger. But so if I was a young kid, I was stupid, young, didn't know better. You're adults. You know better. That's what's sad about it. You have families, you have kids and so forth. You have things you work for all your life to achieve and build from the ground up. And you're throwing it all away for because you're of jealousy. And we'll go to court and we have enough evidence to bury you for a lifetime, including the massive lawsuits behind it. You'll lose everything, even your freedom. And my life will continue on. And that devil's going to sit there and he's going to laugh at you. Yep, that's what he's going to do. All right, well, with that being said, people, I know I was going to be out here a long time ago. I got to go. Thank you all. Be safe out there, and God bless. And again, don't entertain the devil.